kitchen set. No worries. Enjoy your dinner. I just got finished with my amazing cottage pie. It was so good. Oh my gosh. It was like cottage pie with sweet potato mash on top and a very thick layer of cheese. And it was very delicious. Sorry I'm late though. Kind of lost track of time a little bit. But I'm here, which is good. I mean, for most of you, you're probably like, whoa, she's live so early. Did it have real cottages? No. And also, hello. Oh, my phone's not on silent. Oh, that's weird. You're eating brunch. Well, good. I'm glad it's food time in every zone. That's what we want. I mean, everybody eating in my stream is so acceptable. You're having leftover Thai, so good, even better the next day. Oh my gosh. Isn't that the way that some foods are just so much extra more delicious the next day? I think, like, you know, when all the flavors have had extra time to just stew together, and all it's really salty as well. Every, like, pretty much anything with salt in it tastes extra salty the next day, which makes it more-ish. So you want loads of it. Also, these colors are like, I don't know about these colors on camera, sorry. Am I pale or am I just wearing bright red? I'm just wearing bright red. Your husband is making potato and broccoli soup? Yum. I'm not a big soup person, but I did one time, I was sick and I made myself like a chicken noodle soup. Or was it chicken and leek? Might have been chicken and leek soup. Oh my god, I don't remember, but it was delicious. It was one of the first times I got sick after I moved out. And you know how when you move out and you're like, oh, I'm sick. Mummy, because there's no one there to take care of you. You gotta keep taking care of yourself and it sucks. But no, I did good. I went to the store and I got myself ingredients and I made myself soup. This was years ago, oh my gosh. I gotta get some new stories. Because yeah, that was literally a long time ago. But usually when I do eat soup, it's like 50-50 soup to bread ratio, which is not the healthiest way to have soup. And I do actually blame my mother for the fact that I'm not a big soup person, because when I was growing up, at least like once or twice a week, she would make us just like canned tomato soup, because it was cheap and we were broke. And yeah, so just like canned instant tomato soup and like force feed it to us, and it just made me feel so ill. And I think it turned me off soup just forever. But I do like a good cup of noodle. Anyway, that's enough talk about soup. How's everybody? How's everyone's weekend going? Hope you've all had a good day. I spent most of today in the backyard. If you saw on Discord, my husband and I, it's still weird to say husband, got to work putting in the foundations for a new garden bed, which is really exciting. And yeah, next weekend we're hoping to actually fill up the garden bed with flowers, and plants, which would be really nice. Canned soup is pretty ordinary. Yeah, I'm not great with it. A couple weekends ago, we were out at the property where we go camping, and everyone was having canned soup for dinner, and I was like, So I got them to heat me up a can of chicken and corn soup, and I had a solid go at getting through it. I was gagging internally the entire time. But I had to go. Hi, Joe. Welcome, my darling. How has your day been? Also, Joe, what's the news on your new PC? Did they get back to you about the hard drives and stuff? I'm gagging over canned soup. I'm not into canned soup. That's what we're talking about at the moment. Also, I just realized that my headphone is like... It's, flashing a bit. that's a bit better. Try the bagged soup, so much nicer. You like homemade ones. Yeah, that's fair enough. You had a Sims-filled weekend, Rach? And watch one of my old streams to see Market Day. Oh, fun! Yeah, I like Market Day. We're going to be upgrading Market Day very soon. Because we've got a brand new market lot that we're going to be hopefully playing with. Which is going to be fun and exciting. And actually, I was considering jumping into that household today to start off our winter round and having him get the weekly market set up and starting to run. So we have to order it, then immediately contact them and ask them to remove the hard drive. Sounds a bit of a clumsy method. Yeah, that is a bit clumsy. Why can't they just remove it straight off the bat? That's really strange. Like, surely they could just put a note on your order and be like, this person would like this. Bizarre. But okay. Yeah, just seems like adding in more steps than there really needs to be, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just like, keep things simple, everybody. So are you gonna order it soon then, or have you already ordered it? What's the go? Soon, fair enough. Yeah, okay, well that's cool. I'm glad that you're gonna be getting something new. It's gonna be very exciting for you. And also a complete headache. Oh, that's exciting! Yay, your poor dad. He can finally come home and stop being bored. Must be horrible. Horrible, horrible to just be stuck in hospital for so long. I would go crazy. I would go batty. I would be like, somebody bring me a laptop with The Sims installed on it. Immediately. And then I would probably like rewatch Big Mouth's Sims 2 Pleasant View machinima. All he does is read. Oh, fair. But even reading, like, sometimes you need a break. But that would be another good thing to do, would be like to just reread a favorite book series or read a new one or whatever. But I've never had to have an extended hospital stay ever in my life, so touch wood. Touch wood. So I'm hoping to avoid it. 3 weeks, that's a long time. That is a long time to be stuck in hospital. That's like, it's almost a month. I mean, yeah, I'd be sick of it if I were him. Yeah. It's just a long while to be stuck there and bored. And also, like, just, you know, with the pandemic still kind of bad here in Australia, to be stuck in a hospital it's like stressful, I feel. I don't know. But okay, let us transition very smoothly. Here is our lovely Midaville. And I'm hoping that today we can play a game like without purple flashing. Or pink soup, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but we can try our best. I'm hoping that we'll have a non-pink soup live stream tonight, but yeah, we'll see how we go. I did fiddle with a couple of settings, so I don't know, we'll have to see how we go. Protest in Brisbane yesterday doesn't bode well. Oh man. There was a big protest in Adelaide the other day, but it wasn't COVID related. It was climate, something about climate. Lots of school kids went on protest and demanded stronger action from the government for climate health or something. I don't know. It was on Friday while I was at work. I was like, what is all this shouting? And there was a protest. So there was a big anti-vax protest, and then another huge group of pro-vaccine came in. Oh, geez. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Anyway, yeah, so, let us consider who we would like to play. So I was thinking, we haven't really played much with our new households. So we had Frenella Welsi, Edward Ware, and Oswin Cloy. So Oswin's the new minister, Frenella is the new butcher, and Edward is the new weekly market owner, or well, he will be. So I was thinking, yeah, to maybe jump in and play one of these households first to start off our winter round. And I was thinking, yeah, of doing Edward Ware because I'd love to get this weekly market set up and really working quite well for the winter season because there's not going to be a lot of fresh fruit and veg growing. So, yeah, this is what I was planning. If you guys are all happy with that, I think it'd be a fun time. Oh, one other thing we need to do as well is I actually need to just jump into the gypsy camp though, and I need to get a couple of screenshots of the guys who live in the gypsy camp for the thumbnail of the VOD I'm currently uploading. So we might just do that real quick, and I can just work on that real fast. Just random YouTuber problems. It's like, oh right, I don't have a thumbnail picture. Better jump in and take some screenies. You guys can help me make a thumbnail. It'll be great fun. Also noticing this side of my green screen is a lot brighter. Sounds like a plan. Awesome. I'm so lazy with thumbnails, so I don't do anything particularly interesting with thumbnails, so. Okay, let's go ahead. Should we get a shot of Richard in his, let's just go ahead and go change clothes, casual, everyone on the lot, and that'll just put everyone in their actual clothes. Thank you, Sim Manipulator. Let's get a fabulous shot of Richard because he is our sort of main character in the gypsy camp at the moment, let's be honest. So Richard, and we'll save that. And then, whoops, let's see. Who else can we take a photo of? We've got Timothy over here, but he's kind of blocked by the other Sims. So Timothy, can you just wander over here? We obviously won't be able to get pictures of the Sim who died, spoiler alert, or Donnie, who is now living on his own with Sadie, his new bride. But that's okay. Wow, crazy camera. Sorry about the crazy camera, everybody. And then let's get Andrew, and we'll get him to just come over here. And I might get him to do a pose. Hands on hips, maybe? Yeah, look at you feeling really good about yourself. Since he's like the Gypsy Village elder guy. Look at me. There you go. Timothy, get out of my shot. And if that headline effect could disappear as well, that would be super handy. Okay, there we go. And this is how we take photos for thumbnails. Isn't this fun? There we go. Alright, that'll do. 3 Sims is enough. I'll stop him from posing, otherwise I'll forget that he's posing and he'll die or something. So we'll do that. And we'll go back to neighborhood. He looks like Lurch, except in green. You're not wrong. Right, so that's done. So just real quick, I'll just screen share with you guys. Hey look, here's Photoshop. I was starting some work on a recolor like this morning at like 10 AM and then we got distracted by the gardening, so that never ended up getting finished, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and just make a little thumbnail real fast. It's gonna be great fun. Here's my template, and then we get my screen caps, and we've got Andrew. What were the names of the other guys? Richard and Timothy. There we go. And then Photoshop has this really handy feature with this like magic selection wand where you can just say select subject and it does its best to figure out like a human shape and select that. So we do that. We can close that. And then we chuck that here. And then we just resize him. And there he is. And this is my super duper simple lazy way of making thumbnails. Are you all fascinated? So we have Andrew looking great. I'll have to clear out some of the bits in here. That's okay. And we might have to just make, oops. Whoops. Okay. We might just have to make Timothy a little smaller, actually. There we go. And then last but not least, our lovely Richard. He's got just such a unique and interesting look, doesn't he? He's just such a fun guy. Maybe we could just have Richard and Andrew. Maybe we don't need Timothy. Yeah. Let's do that. So, we'll have Richard over here with his bow. We'll have Timothy looking real pleased with himself. Let's just reorder that slightly. Now, you seem to have some little flyaway bits here, so we'll get our razor and we'll just doop-a-doop-a-doop. Also, sorry again for this very enthralling medieval content that you guys are seeing. This is just me not having enough time to do this earlier today, so we're doing it now. The magic one has all kinds of issues selecting what you want it to. Photoshop looks easier than Coral. Oh, is that right? Oh, just that, you totally should. YouTube is great fun. But yeah, no, I like Photoshop. I learned to use it when I was quite young, actually. This is a 100% extremely legal, legitimate version of Photoshop that I have definitely paid a subscription fee for. But no, it's quite easy to use, and now that I have gotten so familiar with using it, it's really hard for me to use anything else, which is quite unfortunate actually, because I did consider switching over to like GIMP or Paint.net or one of those programs which is actually free, so I wouldn't be very dodgy as a person, but I just can't bring myself to actually use it. Let's have Grimmy just sitting on Richard's shoulder over here. Just the devil in Richard's ear. Alright, and then we need, what episode is this gonna be? It might be episode 17, I think. Let me just see. So, YouTube, MCC, it will be episode 17. And then this is gonna be, Hail, Happy Gypsies. That's what I'm gonna call it. And I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do, whoops, that's a bit too small. There we go, right, and then we will smush this bad boy flat. We will save as a PNG, Ep 17. There we go, I can close that. Okay. You bought Coral secondhand? I think I may be on my last install of it though. Doing that would have taken you a good half hour. You get quick at what you do a lot of on Photoshop, you get quick at. Okay, so let's just really quickly upload the thumbnail to this video. Whoops, wrong one. And then we can just do that. Save. And then I'll worry about the rest of that later. Hey, there we go. So there you go, guys. That's a little behind the scenes of uploading VODs. The back end of YouTube there that you guys just got a sneaky peek at. And yeah, hope that was interesting. Sorry. Okay, let's actually jump into the live stream now, 20 minutes in. Let's actually jump in and play some new Sims. I'm very excited. I hope you guys are too. If anyone would like me to teach them how to use Photoshop, I'm more than happy to. But I'm not by any means an expert. Okay, so this is Sir Edward Ware's house. It's a very, very nice house. In terms of this neighborhood and the medieval neighborhood. Rohan Beak is apparently just standing out the front, as he does. So yeah, he lives on the edge of a row of houses here, or two houses that are kind of joined in the middle. Oh, thank you, Jetset. Also, hey Teeny, how are you doing? So yeah, his neighbor Frenella lives right there. And then, yeah, this is the house. And if we go sort of around, wow, lag, so much lag. To the back, you can kind of see it here. It's very cute, very nice. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with how these little houses turned out. So this house at the moment is way too big for this sim. He is just a single man living in this really, really nice house. It has way more space than he needs. Oh, are you just set? Oh, no worries. Yeah, it has way more space than he needs. So one of the first things we need to do with Edward is find him a wife. Potentially one of the ladies from the boarding house who we were playing last time round. I don't know, maybe he'll hit it off with Frenella Welsi. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he could marry one of the, hello? Hello? One of the Irwin girls. There we go. Hello, I'm back. So, but yeah, this is our sim. Here he is. And he is going to own and run the village weekly market lot. So we did Pooklet create this guy. I am going to give him a couple of skills. I'm going to give him a couple bits in cooking, mechanical, charisma, body, creativity, and cleaning. Sad Yoshi. And maybe a logic skill point as well, just to have him have a little bit of something to go on. Personality wise, you can see he is a Virgo, so he's a romance sim, which is very unfortunate. Speed testing, no worries. And yeah, so he's very neat, quite shy for a romance sim. Fairly active, fairly serious, and kind of on the grouchy side. Something I am going to do, because I have forgotten to do it with most of my sims in this challenge, is we are going to calculate a secondary aspiration for him as well, because I would really like to have something more to go on than just romance alone. So I'm going to do that real quick, just using my edited version of the secondary aspiration calculator that I got from Cindy Pleasant Sims. So I basically took her calculator that she has on her website and just changed it up a bit, because for me, some of the associations didn't quite make sense. So if I just sort of bring that over. He rolled romance. That was a random roll. So I'll just show you guys what I'm looking at here. If I can. Hello. Maybe it doesn't know which Excel window to show. There we go. I'll just show you guys this instead. So yeah, this is my version of the calculator plus the main ones over here. Because yes, usually a Virgo is a knowledge sim. So he's rolled equal for family and popularity. So now I have to make a decision. I think I'm going to go with family, because family romance sims are always just such an interesting combination. For me, that always means like they really want to find their one true love and, you know, live happily ever after with them. So let's go ahead and do family. Sure. All of this, and yep, perfect. Okay, sweet. We don't know what his hobby is yet. His turn on is hat and red hair. His turn off is poor, so he's not gonna like any of the poor sims. And then in his inventory, he does have a little bit of stuff already. He's got a sack of fertilizer and some hay bales. So this guy, what we're gonna do is he's gonna buy, yeah, soulmate sims, exactly, Teeny. Romance and pop and shy, doomed. That's true. I was thinking of actually updating the secondary aspiration calculator even more to take into account their personality points, but I haven't quite figured out how I want to do that yet, so I haven't done it yet. But yeah, he's going to buy goods off of all the peasant and yeoman farmers, and he's going to resell them at the market. And that's the way he's gonna roll. So we're gonna go ahead and add 5 random traits to Edward, and we're gonna see what he gets. Fingers crossed for some good traits, because this game has been very cruel to me in the past. And if there's some that we don't like, we can always edit them. So we have got, okay, this is interesting. We've got animal handler, flirty, that's good. Neat, green thumb, and lucky. Those are some pretty decent traits. I'm happy with that. I think that's all really good. I love that he's lucky and a little bit of a green thumb. Maybe he could actually like grow some of his own stuff to sell at market. I don't know. And being neat sim and flirty is always good. Animal handler is really good because he's going to need to handle animals at the market every day. So that's pretty awesome. Now, for now, he's got 51,000 simoleons, and that is because I left him with a bunch of money so that he'd be able to purchase the community lot, which we're going to do now. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to grab him a medieval Monique computer. Yeah, just this one right here. He is an educated sim because he's a merchant. So that's all good. So we're going to real estate, purchase a community lot. And that's the first thing we're going to do with him right now. I like Sim Giggle Girls. We'll link in Discord. Yeah, please do. I love that he grabs the the quill as his mouse. It's really funny. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and buy the weekly market. It's only worth 15,000 simoleons, so that's he's got plenty of money for that. Does he get more want slots? I haven't really been giving any of my sims extra want slots so far because we're not really giving anyone university degrees. We could develop... I do have the ability with the sim manipulator to just give extra want slots willy-nilly. So if you guys want me to, we could sort of come up with a system for how a sim might get more want slots. Like maybe they have to get to a certain number of aspiration points, which you can see up here, or something like that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. I can do it. I can. I can't remember where it is. Motives. Health. Creature? Nope. Oh, there is a way to do it, but I don't remember where it is. It's in here somewhere. I did find it once upon a time. Badges? I can give him a badge. I think it's a standalone. Yeah, the computer replacement's so good, isn't it? Maybe it's something else. The skill manipulator, maybe? Nope. Let me see if I can figure it out. Spawn. The spawner, the aspiration manipulator could be. Here it is. Yeah, so locks and slots. So I can add a want slot, add a fear slot, and add a lock. Looks good, save me a slice. Very nice. Yeah, no, so this is how you do it. Yeah, this one here. So you can go aspiration, wants locks and slots. That's really hard to say. It is also possible with the bat box, but so with this one, I'll show you. I can just add a want slot. Okay? And that'll give him his extra want slot here. With the bat box, what you do is you technically give them a university degree. So I can say, I can get this out. I can say upgrade sim pre-uni, and I can give him a university degree. I don't necessarily think any of these sims would be university educated, so that's why I haven't really been doing it that way. Sims 2 General's fine. Yeah, Sims 2 General's fine, Jet Set. But yeah, with this one, I can just add on a thing. Let's leave him with 5 want slots just for fun. And he wants to get a bronze restocking talent badge. So I hope, for your sake, that does happen. Now, let me just double check something here in the rules, if I can. Because he's meant to have a certain amount of money when he's starting out, and I don't remember how much money that is, so I'm just gonna double check. Let me see. They're meant to only have 1,000 simoleons after building and setup, but their community lot business is meant to be in the range of 50,000 to 100,000 simoleons. And his was only worth 15,000. So I'm just gonna do... Yeah, lots of memories. I think I'm gonna leave him with 4,968 simoleons. There we go. That'll be enough to get him started. Okay, sweet. Now today is Monday in winter. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have him come down and use the toilet. I'm gonna see if he gets a welcome wagon. If he does get a welcome wagon, we'll hang out, we'll meet the local Sims, see if we can forge some good business relationships and connections. And if we don't get a welcome wagon, I'm gonna send him down to the weekly market to start getting it set up. Yeah. The bat box gives the memory, so I don't really want that. Okay. Let's go ahead and just read the newspaper for a minute, just to catch up on what's going on in the town. And then, yeah, I am actually hoping that we do get a welcome wagon, but I don't know that we will. The other question I had was, should I make him a little bit older? Right now he's like full adult, which in my gameplay is 62 days. So he's a very, very young man. Should we make him a little bit older? That's my other... Pardon me, I'm burpy. My other question. Okay. I do really like how these houses came together though. I think they look really cool. Could even add an extra fireplace in here. Although the chimney would just come up through there. Could do. Just make him a little bit older, do you think? Alright, let's do that. So we'll go... Age... subtract 5 days. And then we'll do... Age... Subtract 3 days. Sweet. That's looking good. Now, have I got the season set correctly? I have. Awesome. Greetings to you, my dearie. Hello, Francine Wheeler. What's up? Thank you so much for, you know, we could even, like, buy ourselves a date. A bit young to own the market, but could be a lucky inheritance. Could be. Or I could make him middle-aged, if you guys wanted. If you thought that would make more sense. Subtract another sort of 20 days off of his age. I just want to make sure he has lots of time to meet Sims and start families and stuff. Okay, well, I don't think we're gonna get a welcome wagon. Because I would have thought it would have come by now. It's like almost midday. So, I guess maybe let's just have a quick lunch. And then we'll head down to the weekly market. Not that old. That's it. So his age is fine as it is? Oh no, my fridge is completely empty. Oh rats, I accidentally got the empty fridge. Alright, well I guess we're off to our weekly market. Oh dear. Maybe we can buy ourselves some food. Time for a family sim is good. Yeah, for sure. Because we need him to have lots of babies. Water. Oh, by the way, for everyone who was here at my stream, my last stream, I survived tennis yesterday, and I didn't break anything or dislocate anything, so I'm thinking that's a real win. Ooh, now, something that I have just realized. So this is the weekly market lot at the moment. So we've got a section over here where we're going to be selling fresh fruit and vegetables as well as fish. We've got a section over here which eventually I'm planning on selling like artisan and crafted items. Got a section over here where we're going to be selling livestock. And then over here we have just some generic sort of food stall things. and we have our cash register. One thing I've just realized is that we're going to need an open close sign of some description, and I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'm hoping I can like move objects on it and just put it on the edge of this thing and have that be functional, but I guess we'll find out. So that's got bread, candle. Let's see. Horn of Plenty? That would seem to make sense for a weekly market. Yeah, can I just sit that? Oh no. It doesn't quite line up, does it? Of course not. Oh, isn't that the worst? What if I even put it like there? I wonder if he can interact with that. Because we don't actually want the business to be open right now. Just managing to hit the ball over the net would be a win for you. Hey, that works. I can sit it there, so that's really good. I won, actually. I did quite well. We won our doubles, and I won my singles, so it was quite good. I felt really, really bad, though, because when the girl I was playing against in singles was literally, like, I don't know, 16 years old, and she was hella nervous. Like, she was so nervous. Yeah, she really struggled. Oh, does that only have one slot? Oh, no. Oh, no, it has more than one slot. Okay, we're okay. Oh, I was going to say, that's ridiculous. And you want a sack of fertilizer over here as well? There we go. Cool. Yeah. It's working. But yeah, no, the girl I was playing in singles, this 17-year-old, she was so nervous. And basically the first, thanks, Gisette. The first 6 or 7 games of the set we were playing, she just could barely hit a ball in the court. And I just literally had to get her over the net and she would make a mistake. And I felt terrible because I was like, oh, this poor chick, she's so scared. So I was trying to be really nice and like really encouraging and being like, it's okay, you're doing well. You know, don't stress, you're doing great. And I was trying to be really encouraging. And then she did come good about halfway through, and then we had some good games and stuff. Yeah, I will use some extra OMSPs if I need to as well. But yeah, so I wanna kind of stock this place up like so. And then hope as the town grows and as we have more people, you know, who are doing things and selling things, I think it's gonna start going quite well. Now, the only problem we have is that we can't actually, like, buy food for ourselves. I could grab this fish crate and I could let him take some of these fish home for dinner tonight, which I may have to do because otherwise he's gonna be very hungry. Maybe I'll let him take home a crate of fish. We'll do some largemouth bass. I'll just pop that in his inventory so he can have that for dinner. Could use the food he buys off others, yeah, for sure. You're so laggy with those sound effects. Oh, no worries, Jitset. Don't stress about it. We get them at I get them at a good time. I wouldn't worry about that. Okay, but yeah, so this is how this lot is going to more or less run. Eventually, I'd like to fill up all of these pens with like Julia's chickens and the Highlands cows, and then if we get sheep farmers and pig farmers and stuff, we'll like fill them up with those. There shouldn't technically be anyone on this lot right now because we're not open for business just yet. What I'm thinking we could do, ooh, let's say hi to Charlene. Hi, Charlene. Let's say hi. Is we could actually walk over to the village green and see if we can meet some extra Sims. Or should I open up for business today and see how we go? Just because we don't have that much to sell yet. It was open when we got here and then I actually closed it. So right now it's closed because the sign says I can open the business. So, okay, so right now we want to be friends with Suniva. So we're interested in Suniva. So let's remember that. We want to slow down, so we want to ask a sim on a date. We're not getting along very well with Charlene. Or wait till the end of the day and whatever is left over he can take home. All right, well, yeah, let's open up. Let's get this business going. Let's see if we can start getting some customer loyalty stars, start ranking up. We only need 3 customer loyalty stars to reach the next level, which is exciting. And I can't actually remember which mod set I have set up in this hood right now. I can't remember if... I think if people, like if my playable sims buy stuff here, I will see it in their inventory. I don't think I have simulated sales on at the moment, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Oh, and I don't think I set these crates of fish for sale, did I? No. So what we could do is we could set all of these for sale. What is this? Fishes display. Does this function as an actual, like... I think it might. As something that they can, like, buy groceries from. I think it might. I've got so many cool custom content, like, objects in here, by the way. I've got these, like, cheese tables and meat tables. I got a lot we could sell. A lot. But I'd rather sell stuff that the town is producing. Okay, let's go ahead and do a basic sell to Constantina Mercer, who is looking at this fertilizer. Hey, Constantina, would you like some fertilizer? Let's do a basic sell on Tristan and a basic sell on Charlene. Start leveling up this business. Oh, I'm excited. Businesses are like my specialty in The Sims 2, I have to say. Although, he didn't like that sale right there. How awkward. Oh no, and Charlene didn't like that sale either. Oh dear. Alright, is she coming to check out? She might be. Can we come over here? No, she's wanting to buy this this hay bale as well. So we're gonna go ahead and sell that. I'm gonna get rid of that there. Loving this lot. Thank you, Rachel. I'm excited to use this lot. And like have my Sims all come here for market days and stuff. It's gonna be really, really exciting. She just got a customer loyalty star also, so we only need 2 more for the next level. Isn't that exciting? Ooh, we can collect branches and sap off of these trees. Oh, isn't that handy? We might be able to sell some branches here as well. But yeah, I really need him. I need this guy to just like meet everybody and start buying all of their stuff so he can just sell it all. Because it's going to be very, very helpful. There we go. Would anybody like to buy some tree branches? I'm pretty sure you all would. We'll just get rid of that one. Oh, she's wanting to buy another hay bale. Constantine. She's like, I got money. Tristan Harrelson has bought himself a daisy bouquet. Nice. Charlene is not liking us very much, unfortunately. Let's see if we can actually have a positive sales interaction over here with Tristan, or if he's just doesn't like us at all. Oh, nope. Nope. Okay, let's leave Tristan to just do his own shopping. Some customers do not want to be sold to, you know? And then can I come over here and we'll just come over here and be the cashier. We'll just wait for Constantina to check out. Tree branches are very useful. They can be used for starting fires in this game. So, you know, essential for winter survival, particularly. We could also have Edward go to the woods and collect a bunch of stuff. Oh no, because it's winter, so nothing will have grown. Okay, that's all right. Hey, she bought the other hay bale. Nice. Well, we will make a little bit of cash monies today. He's going to be very, very slow at checking her out, of course. Do you want to have a go at this, buddy? He's like, this looks quite complicated. Bring up these customers? Is this not working properly? Or is this just the animation? Oh, that was just the animation. Okay. Whew. I was like, oh no. Yay! This is the first simoleon earned by Edward from the weekly market. It has been placed in Edward's inventory. Display this award with pride for all to see. That I will. Can I get that? Yes. I mean, it doesn't really look very medieval, does it? Oh well, let's keep it there. And then we have our deed to the weekly market too. This is how it works. Okay, thanks, Joe. I forgot. I think I did know that from like another time we've been playing with businesses. Can relate to that don't hard sell to me vibe, right? Same. Alright, so I am saying that once we sell out of stuff, I'm deleting it, so it has to be re-gotten from townies. It is 5 PM, so we're going to go ahead and close up for now, but we have had a pretty successful day. We earned 476 simoleons, so hey, not bad in my books. Sure. And then, okay, I need my tracking thing. So what was it we earned? 476 simoleons. Oh wait, no, we're gonna earn more. Tristan needs to check out. Wait, come back. Ring up the customers. Yeah, no, that's me as well though, Jitset. I do not like to be sold to in a store. I'm just like, no, leave me alone. I can do my own shopping, thank you. Sometimes I will ask for assistance with finding something. But like, yeah, when I walk into a store and a sales assistant is like, hey, how are you? Can I help you? I'm like, no, I'm fine, thanks. Very like, don't talk to me, please. Okay. Makes you want to leave, yeah, same. Okay, so we actually made 533 simoleons today. Sweet. That's what we like. So that's a good start. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get him to walk over to the well. We're going to go to the communal well and we're going to collect some water to take home with us because he's going to need some water. And then when you want help, no one can be found. Yes, yes, Joe, exactly that. Exactly that. Who are you whistling at? There's literally like nobody on your lot right now, dude. You're okay. You can go. I also like that this is our house right here. So he's literally right across the road from his business. I don't know how he would stop people coming in and stealing stuff. Maybe he would actually have to like pack everything up into crates and then like take it back home and bring it back in the morning. Potentially. Like if thinking about in reality. If he continue... Oh, is that right? I didn't know that. Alright, let's go ahead and just fetch a couple buckets of water. And then we'll greet Andrew. Andrew is, we saw him just before. He's the leader of the gypsy camp. And the gypsies have a lot of wild meat and livestock that we could potentially buy from them. So that would be handy dandy. Hello, Whitney Highland. Nice to meet you. She does not want to be admired, but she does think we're pretty. Awesome. Let's chat with Audrey a little bit. Let's see if we like Audrey. Robin Bird is also here. From memory, I think Audrey is a pretty nice sim. So in terms of him finding a baby mama, she could be a good candidate. I know we were literally only playing with her yesterday, but I forget. Let's have a look. She's a knowledge sim, yeah. And her traits... Unlucky, artistic, born salesperson. I mean, a born saleswoman for the wife of the weekly market owner. I'm thinking that's not a bad idea. She doesn't have red hair or a hat though, so I'm not sure if he would really think she was very attractive. But we could check her out just to see. We're also getting quite hungry, so we probably need to head home very shortly. Constantina Mercer is on this lot as well. She's just following us home. I think that was a meh. That was a meh shrug. Okay, so let's see. He actually thinks Whitney is quite attractive. He actually thinks that Charlene is quite attractive. Even though they didn't get along very well, he does think she's attractive. He's got 1 bolt with Suneva and Constantina, and nothing with Audrey. Yes, that's a bit of a shame. That's a bit of a shame, but that's okay. Alright, well let's walk on back home, because we're getting quite hungry. We probably need to eat some dinner. Hi! Hello, Netherlands! Thanks for joining in with this stream. How are the Netherlands faring today? What's the weather like? Hello, I ran with coffee! Yay! Welcome, Hendrik. I hope that you have a very strong, hot, very nice cup of coffee. We are just playing. Oh, now I get of course now I get a welcome wagon. Oh, how annoying! We missed it. Sorry, we've jumped in to start playing with one of our brand new families with Edward Ware, and he is the new owner of this lot over here, the new weekly market. So yeah, we've just had our first day of business. We made 500 simoleons, and then he walked down to the well to fetch some water. And that's how far we've gotten so far. Also, Joe, I do have that mod to test from Gina. So we can't really test it, obviously, with Edward because he's a single sim. But potentially after we play his 3 days, we'll jump into another lot and we will have a look at how that mod's going and see if we can do a bit of testing with it. Okay, let's also open this fish crate. Nice. So we'll stock the fridge. We've got 12 fresh fish in our inventory. Very good. And then with that in mind, I'm sure... What are you doing? No, don't have wine. Let's have... I was hoping we might be able to make something with fish in it. But it doesn't look like we actually can. Seafood risotto, there we go. The weather is quite depressing this Sunday morning. Oh, bummer. I can test it with him. It's just to see that Sims can bathe and water remains. Okay. Well, we'll have him take a test bath tonight before he goes to bed. It's alright. I can read through the typos. Don't worry. I'm sorry that you're having a dreary Sunday morning in the Netherlands. We had a beautiful day here today. Oh my gosh. It was like clear skies, beautiful, warm sunshine. And I'm there going, like, my wedding was last Sunday and it was bloody cold. And I'm there going, hey. Oh, did you just not want to cook this, buddy? I was like, yeah, like, where was this weather last weekend? Guys. Come on, world. Is this not usable for you for some reason, buddy? Oh, that's odd. For some reason, he's not able to use this stove. I don't know why. Does it need to have a fire in it? It shouldn't. It shouldn't. That is definitely not working. Alright. Let me try a different stove. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do I want to use? Hello. Not a grill pan. Medieval cooktop. Let's just whack this thing down. You can have your wine later, buddy. What if I say resume cooking? What the heck? Maybe it's an issue with this... this custom meal? I don't know. Huh. Alright. Let's just have him clean that up then. It's a little bit weird. Let's not do a custom meal. Let's just do, like, champ. Let's just see if he can make some champ. You're getting into fall now? It was seafood risotto, so it was a custom food from a creator on The Sims Resource. Okay, well, he's managed to cook that on this nice little cooktop here, so at least he can eat. But I don't really want him using that. I want him using this lovely big stove over here. So that's all right. We'll test it again in the morning. Yeah, I've never had an issue with it before. Luckily, I'm going on a holiday next week. Very excited. Oh, that'll be nice. I need a holiday. I would love to get away. Oh my goodness. That would be amazing. Now, did I give this guy? I did. I did give him a barrel to collect water, which is great. Okay. So he now has, oh, well, he's got 3 water buckets in here. Joe, do you have any idea if that'll communicate this water pitcher with the bathtub? Or do you think likely not? We could try. I mean, we can test. Have your wine, buddy. There you go. Oh, it's not Gina's bathtub. Sorry. I didn't think of that. Okay. Which one is Gina's bathtub? Was that part of that download, by the way? Because all I grabbed was that. Medieval reusable bath. Okay. Got it. Let's just pop this down here for a minute. And put the other one in his inventory. There we go. Okay, sorry. Hey, Brendan. No worries, man. How has your day been? She removed the taps. Yeah. It was still cold here today. Only got to 16 degrees. Cloudy. I don't think it rained. I was indoors all day. Oh my gosh. You poor thing. Oh, okay. So... so he's gone ahead and gotten in the bath. So all I said was take bath, and apparently that worked. What happens if I say fill tub? You do not have enough water buckets. Okay. So interestingly, he can still take a bath even though the bathtub is empty. So that's one thing to report to Gina, if you would like to. We might want to remove the option to take a bath unless it's been filled. And it doesn't talk to this thing by the looks, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab all of the water out of this thing. little bit of a bug. And then now we'll say, okay. So I've said fill tub, and immediately we've got an error, unfortunately. And now my water buckets have been used. So, not ideal. I might be able to run what caused this. Can you run what caused this while the game is running? Does anybody know? Or will that break my game? Let's just save real quick, just in case. Bother. No, as in I can't run what caused this. What furniture? Remove what furniture? This guy he does have some serious issues with his appliances. The side table? What side table? That's a toilet, that's a sink. Do you want me to just pop this like in the middle of the backyard and try again? The sink. Like, do you reckon it could be facing the wrong way? Backyard. Okay. We don't have enough water buckets to try again right now, but I will collect another thing. So right now we've got 2. Okay, so we will have to wait until morning. I'm sure there'll be another water bucket for him to get come morning. Let's live dangerously. Let's bathe in the backyard in the middle of winter. Excellent! The only thing is as well, like for Gina, like I've got so many mods running in this game, so it could be a number of things. Like if it's not working, like I feel like I should really be testing it in a save which doesn't have 10,000 mods. This is a standalone, so it shouldn't clash. Okay. Okay, so let's get him up. Let's grab another bucket of water. Okay, let's move it like right over here where it's definitely not interfering with anything. Here we go. Let's go fill tub. Nah. So it says, maybe, do you want me to screenshot this? It just says undefined transition. Who doesn't take a bath in the backyard? Okay, I'm just gonna pop that screeny in Discord. I'll just put it in Sims 2 mods. So let me just chuck that in there. Joe. There you go. Yeah, when it's winter, it's extra fun. Oh, jeez. So yeah, that was the medieval reusable bath. Her mod didn't come with any other baths, did it? No, not that I'm seeing. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be working yet. But that's okay. Do you want me to quit and run what caused this quickly? So we can have a look at the error? Or do you want me to just do that after stream? I'm not fussed. Okay, what we'll do instead is we'll get him to come in here and sponge bathe. And just clean himself up, ready for the day. If you want. Okay, but we can do that. It'll only take a minute. Let's just really, really quickly. Oh, you think we can wait? Okay. I mean, if Gina is like literally... if Gina's literally like wanting more information on it right now, I'll do it right now. Otherwise, we can wait until the end of stream. Oh, we also have a large stack of firewood here. Oh, nice. Right now she's asleep. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and convert into bundles of firewood. Nice. Then we can light a fire in our living room and just, you know, freshen up and get ready for the day in here. It'll be lovely. Recycle that. Can poke that, warm ourselves. It's going to be amazing. Okay, and then we would like to have some fun, so we can go ahead and read the newspaper. And then we'll head over to the market quite shortly, quite soon. So we can hopefully have a nice full day of business. We just don't have a lot to sell at this point in time. But we do have the standard, whatchamacallits. Hello, who are you? Kelsey Owen. Hi, Kelsey. We have the standard, like, grocery stalls. So people can at least buy just, like, generic groceries. Leaving a fire going, I feel like, when you leave the house is a bad idea. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Don't want to overdo it, for sure. How's your day been, by the way, Brendan? What have you been up to? Hope you've had a nice weekend. Did you go for a walk today? Wasn't it the most beautiful day? Oh my goodness. Okay, so here we are. Let's go ahead and open up for business. We do have a little bit of wood that we can sell today, which is nice. We'll just put a couple of stacks for sale over here near where the twigs are. There we go. Can also collect tree sap, so I guess we can do that. And we'll have a bunch of sap to sell, which will be a thing. I'm sure tree sap is used for something in the world of the sun and moon crafting. Just working on a project and otherwise playing some Graveyard Keeper after a Sims 3 save corrupted. No! That's the worst. Was it like a long-running Sims 3 save? I'm so sorry. That has happened to me before. Hey, Frenella Welsey's here. Hello. You're the town butcher, so we need to be friends. Ooh, and Lord Donald Farquaad is here. Cool, so we got a jar of tree sap. And Beverly Thornton is here. Nice. Let's do a little chat and then let's do a little basic sell with Frenella. I mean, I assume we're gonna think she's kind of cute because she's a redhead. Yeah, double bolts with Frenella. It was only about 10 hours, but 4 hours of it was it yesterday. Oh man. Have you heard of the Sims 3 save cleaner tool? If you Google Sims 3 save cleaner, you might be able to get the save working. I'm not promising anything, but sometimes it can help. Alright, that's enough chit chat. Let's get to the selling. We also have 2 bolts of attraction with Goomba over here, Beverly Thornton. So that's a thing. Hey, nice. Okay, she accepted that sale. Let's go ahead and try selling to Beverly and also to Lord Donald. Quickly wanted to say thank you for Stardew Valley. Oh, awesome. Oh, that's awesome, Wanderlust. I'm so happy to hear that. I love my Stardew Valley series a lot. Can't wait to record the next episode tomorrow. Feels like it's been a while since I recorded, so I'm very much looking forward to getting back to it. Oh, Lord Donald does not want to be admired by us. Awkward. We'll do that. Okay, I think Frenella bought some of the groceries over here, which is great. Thank you so much for that, Frenella. And I think we've got a customer coming over. Ooh, and I think Beverly just gained a customer loyalty star. Yes, we only need 1 more customer loyalty star to rank up our business, so that is awesome. Very excited. I was running vanilla and it was running like an asthmatic with ankle cuffs on. Sims 3. Eat your heart out. Yep. Were you running the complete Sims 3 collection? It always makes me laugh how when you go into the Sims 3 launch, they're like, we advise not running with every single expansion pack and DLC because your game will not work very well. Hey, we got a bronze cash register talent badge. Sweet. Okay, Frenella, stop your fussing and come over here and, you know, do the thing. Also, apparently Beverly is buying up all of the fish at the market today, which is not very considerate of her because this is our only supply for the whole winter. And other Sims might want fish too, Beverly. Just college and ambitions. Oh, that's rough. That's so rough. 349 simoleons. Dude. We're raking it in. I was going to say ranking it in. We will be ranking it in. I love that these two are attracted to each other. That's hilarious to me. Takes a long time to do this sale, but that's okay. How's my weekend been? Reminds you of how you tried playing The Sims 3 back in the day. Pretty much. My weekend has been good, thank you for asking. It has been a busy weekend. Yesterday I played tennis for the first time this summer. First match is back. And we won, so that was quite exciting. I was very nervous. Very, very nervous. And then, yeah, today we spent the whole day in the backyard. So we have this, like, we have a lot of grand plans for our backyard. If you guys watched my recent channel update video, I did actually talk about it a bit. But essentially, we want to host my family here for Christmas Day this year. And we want to be able to do it outside under our back pergola. And so right now our back pergola is a dirt pit. So we want to make it look really pretty. So today we went to Australian Paving Centre and we bought a bunch of pavers. Ooh! Rank one, rank one, rank one. Okay, let's get the cash. Oh yeah. And so we bought all these like garden edging blocks and started installing them so that we can establish a garden bed. But yeah, we have a lot of work to do. 2 to 3 EPs, no CC, looked and ran like crap. You saw the pictures? Yeah, it was hard work though. Oh my gosh, do you guys know how hard it is to get like paving blocks to sit level? Ugh. Yes, our soil out here is mostly clay. Nice, little bit of extra money. Let's go ahead and restock. Lord Donald is over here considering a flower bouquet, so that's kind of cute. Let's go see if we can do a basic sell. There's not many customers on my lot right now. I'm thinking for Market Day Wednesday, we'll might get the customer limit adjuster out and just up the amount of customers that appear on the lot. It's all over the city. What were they thinking? It's why our roads are so cracked. Is that right? I did not know that. Ain't that just the way it is though? It's super frustrating. But I'm hoping that our garden will still grow nicely. But yeah, so what we want to do is around like that back edge that's pictured in Discord, we want bushes and flowers and stuff. Hey, we just got a bronze sales talent badge. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, we want to flirt with Beverly. No, Beverly is off limits. I'm sorry. She's a crusty old widow who has commitment issues, mate. You're not going to get anywhere with her. Get plants that like clay. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so then we'll have a garden bed around the edge, and then we'll have like the middle patch will be all like gravel and rocks, and then we'll put down some pavers and we'll do some pots with some flowers. Paul's thinking about putting in like a water feature, little water feature-y type thing, which I think would look really nice. And then the part of the pergola that's paved. Oh no, what happened? Did somebody lose a customer loyalty star? Oh, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. But yeah, the part of the pergola that's paved, we want to just get a really nice outdoor setting. I want to get some shelves and fill them with plants and just make it a really pretty and fun place to hang out. Sometimes wish The Sims 2 would have an appropriate inheritance system when an elder dies in their home and their possessions and funds would be divided to friends and family. It kind of does, but it's a little bit OTT, like the friends and family tend to get more money than they should. Yeah, it's gonna look really nice if we can pull it together. But yeah, it's gonna be every weekend, essentially, from now until Christmas, is gonna be working in our backyard. So, yeah, we just want to create a really beautiful oasis out there. And we also want to have a space where it's easy to just wash down and maintain. And then my personal mission for our backyard is to just get rid of as much of the straight up dirt as I possibly can, because I'm so sick of all this dirt just blowing all over the backyard and coming into the house, and it's just ugh. Anyway, what I mean is like the lot value and funds when they live alone somewhere. Yeah, that would make sense. Hey, Carlstad bought some groceries. Good job, buddy. Let's go ahead and restock. Oh, we really need the bathroom as well. Okay, that's fine. After you restock, we can come over here and pee. Nice. Okay, so it's 4:30 p.m. I am going to go ahead and close up the business for today. I will make sure to ring up any last customers, and then we will have a look at what we earned today. It should have been a very profitable day for us. with cashing in the Laterno prize as well. Let's see. Yes, so we made 1,390 simoleons today. Glad that you don't live in those times to complain about dirt. Dirt and sand are the worst. They are. Freaking sand. Gets everywhere. It's so sandy. But you are not sand. That is why I love you. Anyway, 1390. So that's really good. So then tomorrow, we will have to try to do a little bit of, like, finagling with the in-game, Whoops, no, wrong. The in-game, mechanics to have him buy some stuff off of the other townies. So we'll try to get as many of our playable sims here to this lot as we can. And then we will, yeah, we'll see if we can buy some stuff off of them. Because right now we're just raking in money, which is great. But we need to promote a healthy economy. Be right back. No worries, Jitset. You're fine. But the thing is, though, because I've got these 5 little dogs, right? So 5 times 4 paws each, 4 legs each, is 20. 20 little feets that go running around in my dirty backyard. And then they come running into the house with their 20 little feet. And, yeah, we get a lot of mud. I did order myself a very special present today. I'm very excited about it. I ordered myself a steam mop. It's like a wedding gift to myself since I'm now a almost 30-year-old married lady. Yeah, I ordered myself a steam mop so I can steam clean the floors. Because they just get so filthy. They're amazing. I got one from Kogan, which I know is like not super reputable, but we have a lot of stuff from Kogan here, and most of it is actually pretty good. And yeah, I'm hoping that, like, because it claims that it has like attachments that may mean you can like steam clean rugs and little spots on the carpet, which would be really nice. Yeah, hit and miss, exactly. Okay, let's go ahead and just collect a barrel of water or 2. And then we can go ahead and serve up some dinner. We can do some more champ made from our fish. Hit and miss, yeah, for sure. But we have this amazing Kogan vacuum cleaner, which is like adult life, I know. It's got like a special pet hair adapter like thing on it, and it's incredible. Like carpets with that like special like head. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. And that's a Kogan one. So I was like, well, maybe my steam cleaner from Kogan will be okay. Now, let's see if he successfully cooks this meal. So he's just doing some champ, which is essentially a medieval version of mac and cheese. And he is successfully cooking it. So that's interesting. There must have been some kind of issue with the seafood risotto or that custom food and using this stove. Which is weird. I wonder why that is. But okay. No worries. Steam is brilliant. I'll have to pick one up soon. Well, the one I ordered from Kogan today was on sale for like half price. So, I'm very excited. Hi, buddy. Oh, hang on. I think I have to let one of the dogs out. That was Rocky. He's my very special boy. Hello. Rocky is a complete... Oh, he's a mess of a dog. Paul adopted him. So he was like kind of a rescue, but not quite a rescue. He's the sweetest and best dog ever inside the house. But as soon as you take him out... As soon as you try to take him out for a walk and have him be amongst other dogs, he's the worst dog you've ever owned in your life. So, yep. Alright. What can we do? We need to have a little bit of fun. We need to also collect these ashes. Let's light another fire and then maybe just like do a crossword and just relax a little bit. You have to go on about your day, but you'll be lurking. No worries. Hope you have a good day. Our dogs don't get on with other dogs. Yeah, it's very common. But yeah, he goes mental. He goes absolutely psycho. Like, cause my little dog Skittles, he'll bark at another dog, but he would never like attack another dog. But Rocky, he's psycho. He goes he loses his mind. I think mum and grown pup, that they have litter syndrome. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Cool, well that was a nice little crossword that you just did there, buddy. Why don't you go ahead and read the paper a little bit more? 2-girl team. Girls can be especially aggressive too. If they feel like they are threatened or their baby is threatened. But it was so funny. What we do is we'll take the dogs down to like, we live right next to some polo fields. So like big grassy area that they use for horse racing and soccer and just, you know, it's a huge grassy spot. And so we'll take him down there and let him just run around. And Rocky's favorite thing is to just chase birds that appear there. So as long as there's no other dogs, we'll let him off and let him run around because he's extremely loyal and is extremely attached to us. But one time he was running around chasing the birds and he lost us. He lost sight of us and he couldn't find us. So he just bolted straight back home to the front door. And it was the cutest thing. Paul goes like running off after him, just like, Rocky, come back. Like, where are you going? And then, yeah, he found him just waiting to be let back into the house. It was so cute. Silly dog. Alright, cool bananas. Okay, let's go ahead and... Oh, we've had our first snow. Oh no! And it looks like some of my my custom plants here don't have a snow texture. Glad he was safe. Yeah, me too. So that's a bit unfortunate. We'll have to just ignore the blue flashing there. That's not a major graphical issue. Just FYI, guys. If you see this in your game, it means there's just like a missing mesh or a missing texture. So this plant, whatever it is, the babbling bougainvillea, doesn't have a snow-covered mesh, apparently. Techno plants, yeah. Back now, restarted the computer, and I think I'm still laggy but slightly improved. That's good. I often find, using your old-time web laptop, I often find that when I'm watching on a computer, it's quite laggy for me, but if I switch to my phone, it becomes way less laggy, which is super weird, and I don't really know why that is, but, yeah, for some reason Twitch on my phone is, like, I can chat and it's pretty instant, but on a computer or even on my iPad, it's really delayed. So I don't know why that is. I don't know how that works, but that's my reality. Alright, let's go ahead and get this guy up out of bed. Rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty. Can collect some water. I mean, realistically, in the winter, they wouldn't have to worry too much about water, would they? Because they could just collect some snow and melt it. It would be cold, but they could do it. Let's go ahead and have him use this, and then we'll just add all our water into here. Is your phone better charged to the internet? I don't know. Can't type on the phone. I have no idea if I can get the moderator tools. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that it's tiny watching on a phone, so it's kind of frustrating because you're kind of like, I want to be able to see what's going on. But yeah, sometimes I'll do that if I really want to be able to chat live, real time, because otherwise I can't, to be honest. All right, hey, there's a doggo outside. Hello. Let's greet Duke. Let's see if Duke wants to be our friend and move into our house. I'd like to have more of my Sims adopt animals. It's very cold out here, little buddy. Do you want to come inside where it's nice and warm? Are you okay? Let's feed him a treat and stroke him. Duke, what are you doing, man? He's just chasing his tail. Buddy, I wanna play. You wanna razzle? It would be good if they could do that. Yeah, it would be really fun. It would be a cool animation. Just to get extra buckets of water, like they could collect a bucket of snow, put it on the fire for a sec, and then it melts into a bucket of water. I think that would look cool. There you go, there's a little treat. Let's have a little play. I wonder if he's actually interested in animals. Let's take a look. Hey, he's got 4 points in animals. Sims 2 pets are so cute, aren't they just? Look at this little guy. He's adorable. Let's zoom in a bit more. Let's get a good look at his face. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hello! Oh, what a cutie. Isn't he adorable? Look at his little brown eyes. He's so shaggy. He's got like mega old man eyebrows. I love him. I love Duke. I want him. I want him to be mine. Let's just give him another little pat and then we probably have to head off and get to work for the day. But hopefully he'll be back at some point and we can have a look at trying to adopt him. Adorable, right? So sweet. Okay, well it is a very, very, very cold winter's day here, a Wednesday, but it is time for us to head to market. And I might pop down a sim blender and really, yeah, summon over like most of our playable sims so that we can do some business with them. Because this is gonna help our town economy out a lot. And what I might do is have them exchange things through cheats, and then I might use like the wallet token controller to send people money, something like that. But I want to really start boosting our economy, getting some more cash flowing in between all the different peoples. So what we can do, we have a few choices. We can put down a customer limit adjuster and just hope that our playable sims turn up. Or I can summon our playable sims. I don't really know what would be better. So if you guys have any thoughts on that, feel free to weigh in now. If I can even find the customer limit adjuster. Which I don't know if I can. Oh, it's right here. Oh my gosh, yes! Sorry! Jetset, you are so right. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. We need to do a random occurrence scenario. Let's put down the customer limit adjuster. It's not very medieval, but we can just sort of whack it down and pretend that it's medieval. Oh, I can't believe I forgot. To boost any economy, you just need to increase total demand by increasing the money supply of people with lower incomes. Sounds great with the organization. I am eagerly watching as I am planning a greengrocer for my hood. Yeah, it's really fun. In my off-camera Build a City challenge, I have a local farmer that, like, family that run the grocery store, and they do quite well. So we're gonna go ahead and boost this all the way up to, like, we can have 14 customers on the lot, or we could even, like, boost it up higher. We could go 20 customers on the lot, because I want everybody to come out here so we can do some bartering and trading and selling. But before we do any... Oh, let's do the ROS when he's back home after a day's trade. Okay, good idea. So yes, hopefully we get like a lot of people arriving today for market day. We can do much buying and selling. Hi Wilton Arkwright, how are you, sir? Okay, so Hilda Gray is here. Fantastic. So she is part of the local beekeeping family. And then we decided as well, right at the end of the last episode, that she was going to get into candle making. So it'd be good for these two to have a little bit of a relationship. Andrew Hurst is here. So, okay, so what we could do is, let's just have a think here. So if I grab this guy out, the wallet token controller, and I can just sit that there, looking very medieval, of course. And then we can, what we can do is if I just make him selectable for a second. Hi, what have you got? What do you got to sell me? Yeah, so he's got some hare carcasses, some raccoon carcasses. He's got some hazelnuts, blueberries, almonds. He's got a beaver carcass. So these are all things that he could potentially sell us. Although he could also sell those carcasses to the butcher. I don't know. But maybe let's buy some, like 3 hare carcasses off of this guy or something. And then we can put them in our inventory. And then we can say, send 50. And we'll send it to Andrew. And that's what I'm thinking. Oh, no, this guy needs help. Okay, stop what you're doing. We need to help Wilton Arkwright. Sorry. So long as it doesn't crash. I wonder if this customer adjuster works on non-business lots too? I don't think so, Hendrik. I'm not sure. But I don't think so. So we'll send that to Andrew. There we go. Nice. Nice. Okay, now let's make you unselectable. And hello. What have you got? Do you have anything to sell? You've got some fresh herbs, which is nice. Some tasty oranges as well. Ooh. Okay, well let's buy your fresh herbs off of you, shall we? So let's go, not all of them, but let's get a couple. Thank you very much. And then we will send her, maybe like, what do we get? We got 6 things. Maybe we'll send her 65, 80 simoleons, or 90 simoleons. Yeah, let's do that. The business level decides how many customers show up? Yeah. Oh gosh, what was her name? Hilda. There we go. Very, very nice. Okay, so now what we can do is just get rid of these baskets here. And we can put out these nice fresh herbs for sale. And we can sell them. Very, very nice. Very cool. Okay, and then over here, we can just get rid of these. And then we can put out a hare carcass for sale. There we go. How much extra is he charging? Not too much at the moment. I mean, oh my gosh. I still need to go through and edit a lot of these sun and moon harvestables so they don't sell for so much money. Like this hare carcass apparently is 74 simoleons. These herbs are selling for 74 simoleons a pop. Like that is ridiculous. It is actually ridiculous. Like the sun and moon harvestables, I love them. They're incredible. But seriously, someone like did not set the prices very well, if you ask me. Oh, hey, here's Anise McDowell. Let's go ahead and say hi to her, offer her some help. Yeah, to be dependent on lot size, that would be nice. I would like it if it was an option with the visitor controller. That would be cool. If you could just set how many Sims you want to have appearing on any community lot with that visitor controller. I think that would be very helpful. Hilda, I don't know what your problem is, honey, but you keep erroring out, and it's super annoying. Well, here's Leoma. Let's go ahead and meet her. Oh, and we need to restock this bundle of firewood. You could use the visitor controller to limit it to limit the sim type. Yes, but not visitor number. I just think that would make sense though, don't you guys? Like to be able to set the customer limit with visitor controller. I think that would be really nice. Okay, after we restock that, we got to come over here because we've got Andrew Hurst ready to check out. Yeah, but I think what Hendrik's saying is, well, definitely my experience with community lots is that more often than not, I wish more Sims would arrive. Hey, we just got business rank level 2. Let's go for that sweet wholesale discount. Because that's going to be super duper handy. And then we will, oh my gosh, we've got a line. Oh no. This is the problem with boosting up my customer limit so high. We're going to have so many customers needing help and needing to check out and all that kind of thing all at once. Could be a bit tricky. Oh, is Hendrik having too many? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fair then. But yeah, so in that case, you could limit it to only playable Sims. You either have too many or too little. Yeah. Silver cash register talent badge. Let's go. That's what we like to see. So now I'm thinking like 20 was too many Sims to invite to the lot. Because this is intense. Look how many people are here. I mean, it is market day. But it's a lot for us to try to deal with all by ourselves. Which is my point. Like, we're really going to struggle to get a way to restock. Now that people have started checking out. I would use a mod to increase it. The clubs are filled like I want them to be, but now my small little park is overcrowded. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, no, I get that. Oh no, Lyndall had a bad experience, probably because she needed help. And there's a penguin here too. Hello, penguin. Aren't you adorable? I mean, I love how many Sims are here, because what a boppin' market day we having. But this is a bit intense, isn't it? Ivar Bane, are you checking out, or are you just standing here, just getting in the way? Oh, and Suneva's here, and we need to talk to her. Oh, I'm overwhelmed. I am most definitely overwhelmed. And everyone's very upset at how long it's taking them to get through the line. Ivar, what are you doing? Go away. You should not be standing there. You're blocking the, the flow of people. Alright, come on, buddy. You are a silver cash register guy right now. You should be able to, like, just whip through this line of customers. Let's go. Oh, rats. We dropped back down to rank 1. And now we're back up to rank 2. Okay, we're fine. Truman, hello. Oh, and also, where are you? You can be made unselectable. We're losing favor with our customers. When you're so impatient, you stand in the table of the cash register. I'm climbing in. Okay, let's drop the customer limit back down to maybe 14. This is not going well for our business right now. This is not going well for our business at all. We're gonna sell out. We're gonna sell out. It's market day. We're not gonna have anything left at the end of the day. Oh, jeez. Okay, yes, Truman. I wanted to just check you for a second. Do you have any honey in your inventory right now? Because I would like to buy some from you if you do. No, but you do have more herbs and spices. Nice. Let's grab a couple of yours then. We'll send you a bit of money. And then you've got some honeycomb. But you don't have any actual honey. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna take these from you. Pretend we've just done a sweet, sweet business deal. There we go. And then we will send 100 simoleons to him. So let this be a lesson to everybody. Be careful with your customer limit adjuster because you may have this happen. Oh no. Oh no. Truman. Wait, why is Truman not in my list here? Hello? His name is Truman, isn't it? Is it not? Yeah, it is Truman. Why can't I send him money? Is it because he's like right there? Maybe. Uh-oh. Let's... Oh. Okay. Bring out these customers. Here we go. Oh yeah, no, people are very, very unhappy right now. We do not have... We're losing loyalty stars. People are throwing their stuff on the ground. Hi, Shady! You've missed us setting up the new weekly market lot. And because it was Wednesday, I decided to summon a bunch of extra Sims to the lot. But it's destroying our business because everyone's, like, we're only one guy and we can't quite serve everybody. So everybody's quite upset. Yeah, we've just gone back down to rank 0. So this might have been a terrible, terrible mistake that I have made. Okay, we're gonna close up. We're gonna close up business. And then we're gonna ring up these customers. No, you can't go pee yet. You can't go pee yet. People are still waiting. Hey, Leoma thinks we're attractive. Ooh. I wonder if we could have a thing with Leoma. Oh my gosh, we have 3 attraction bolts with Suniva good, by the way. 3. We're both primary romance sims, so I'm not sure how that relationship would work out long term. But that is a very strong attraction. Oh, goodness. And then we have 2 with Hilda, 2 with Whitney. We're pretty attracted to quite a few sims, really. Okay, we're gonna have to... I think it is the first 3 bolters. In a pinch, I would whip out an auto till. Now, where's the fun in that, Joe? Okay, well, we did make 3,938 simoleons today so far. We have to restock everything, but, like, that's a pretty solid day's work. Oh, no, Truman! Oh, you can't leave the lock, because I've still got you as selectable. Sorry, buddy. Make unselectable. Maybe that's why I couldn't send him money as well. Yep. There we go, there's your $100. Have you still not peed? Oh my gosh, go to the toilet. Romance is always strong. Yeah, so we've made Edward a romance family. We haven't given her, Suniva, a secondary aspiration yet, so it could be interesting to see what she comes out with. The other thing you missed, Shady, was we gave him traits. So he's got Animal Handler, Flirty, Neat, Green Thumb, and Lucky. So he actually, and they were all completely random traits, so he actually did very well with the trait randomizer. Okay, let's go ahead and restock. So yeah, our first, like, proper whole town market day has been a complete and utter disaster. Oh dear. Can you leave? Bye. We're really busy, dude. Like, we went from rank 2 right all the way down to rank 0 again. Okay, you need to leave, my friend. You need to leave right now. No, that's not what I want. Okay, I'm just gonna need a sim blender real quick. Just a little sneaky. Here we go. Let's just pop that back there. Misk. Just gonna change it to look like a bush. There we go. And then teleport, clear off, Truman. There you go. Goodbye, friend. Now let us restock in peace. Yeah, I made lots of money and all the customers should have the food they bought in their inventories. That is something. Yes, it is. Whoopsie doopsie. That got a little bit out of hand. It was fun though. Like, I was just hoping to be able to trade with all of my playable Sims. But, except what they tossed on the ground, yeah. But yeah, so that didn't really end up happening. So that's okay. We'll see how much money we've got left after we finish restocking everything as well. That's always the killer, is the restocking. Oh, hello. Paul McLean, the atrociously evil warlock. How you doing today, my friend? Just decided to start a thunderstorm? Sure, buddy, no worries. As if we already haven't had a hard enough day, now we've got a thunderstorm raining down on our heads. How nice is that? Also, I have no idea what this is, but apparently when I click on these stalls, I get these like weird interactions popping up, so I don't know what that means at all. Yeah, okay, so after restocking everything, our cash flow for the day is now 394 simoleons. So that definitely killed us a little bit there. Whoops. Let's have him walk back home. And we can just drown our sorrows in a nice glass of wine. It's been a really tough day. But the other thing is we did meet a lot of Sims. And so now we can see that he's attracted to like 90% of the town. Which is great because he needs a wife. So, lots to choose from. I do have that mod. I've got a mod that allows Sims to practice their checkout skills. And I've also got a mod that makes them learn cash register a lot faster. Because I find it ridiculously slow how slowly they learn the cash register. It's not that hard to learn how to use a till. Especially since like in this gameplay, they're mostly just counting out money and exchanging money. So, yeah. That's true. If it was a sandstorm, you'd be in trouble. What the heck happened here? Oh my gosh, did that dog destroy my couch when I wasn't looking? Are you kidding me? Dude! Dude! That's not okay! Oh my gosh. I'm so upset. We're gonna have to rebuy our couch. I have a sim learning toy making and it is so slow. It is. Yeah. A lot of those base game skills are extremely slow going. Trying to get your sim to learn them. And roll the ROS. Yes, we need to roll the ROS. I still just can't believe we lost our couch. Like, this has been a rough day. Not so cute anymore. Exactly. Like, he has had a really hard day. So if we get a rubbish ROS roll on top of everything else. Yes, you did arrive just at the right time. It's meant to be on Tuesday, by the way, Jitset. I'm not sure if I answered your question properly before. So let's really quickly just switch over so we can roll that together. Let's get this open. Hello. Random number generator. This is always a world of fun, isn't it? So, for the random occurrence scenario, there are, as always, 7 categories, and we do not want a 6. In fact, if we get a 6, I'm probably just gonna re-roll because this is like our first sim. Like, he's not got anyone else. So, we got a 1. We got a 1, everybody. Let's have a look at what a 1 means for us. 1 is financial. Okay, everybody, let me zoom in on this a little bit more so you guys can see what happens. So we've got win small, win medium, win large. Ooh. We've got for he's a jolly good fellow, every household gives you $100. Petty thieves. We have a burglar come. I don't have this, whatever this is, but whatever. Cart repairs. 1 archery contest. Nature's bounty. That wouldn't really apply to us. Charity. 10 group meals for poorer families or to the church. Hearth tax, pay the crown 100 simoleons for each hearth owned. Family heirlooms, we get some stuff. Golden goose. We get a golden goose. All right, so that is 12 options for our random occurrence scenario for financial. Oh, you've used it yourself and it works well? Okay, cool. We got a 4. Does anybody remember what 4 was? I do not. For he's a jolly good fellow. Add to funds. Every household gives you 100 simoleons. Oh, isn't that nice? We're meant to be buying stuff off of everybody else, but they all just want to give us money. That's like... I was really hoping for one of these. I'm really hoping, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm gonna have to make a note that then every household needs to send Edward 100 simoleons. Hold, send Edward 100 simoleons. That'll be nice. Maybe they're all like feeling badly about how they behaved at our first market day. You missed the whole roll! Oh, Jitset! He does owe some for products, yes. The town wants to make him feel welcome and help him set up well. That is nice. They're grateful for his contribution to the economy, for sure. So what you missed, Jitset, was that we rolled a number 1, which is in the financial category of the random occurrence scenario. And then we rolled a thing that was called for he's a jolly good fellow, which means every household now has to send him $100. And we're gonna eat. We're gonna eat because we're hungry. But I am very glad that he's gonna have a lot of money, because he's gonna need it to buy everybody's goods. Everyone's gonna be like, hey, we'll give you 100 simoleons if you'll buy our cows off us. Or so, like something along those lines. That'd be funny. Oh, he does need a new couch. Yeah, good shout. I'm just letting him eat first and then we'll get him to clean that up. Oh, I'll get him a new couch in a minute. I'm very sad about that. This was a GoFundMe couch. For sure. Okay, so we're gonna just probably be really boring and rebuy the exact same couch as what he had in here before, because it was part of this this set. If I can find the right one. Can I find the right one? Yeah, it's like this one right here. Yeah. And then we will... There we go. Ooh. There we go, we got our couch back. Okay, so we really need to have some fun. Why don't we bring in the newspaper and do a crossword again? With our Raven Bougainvilliers out here. I wonder if there's a fixed version of that CC. I'll have to look into that. Let's also recycle that. Let's get rid of these bills because we don't pay bills in this neighborhood. We pay taxes. Now let's go ahead and make an airplane. And have a little bit of fun with an airplane. Whee! Why are you not having fun? There you go. Now you're having fun. Look at you go. Yay! This is what you do after a hard day's work, everybody. You come home and you make an aeroplane out of the newspaper. He's just like, I do not want to read the reviews on my business from today. I'm gonna fold this newspaper up and I'm gonna throw it. Okay, that is a good suggestion. We will view the bear on the wall. What a nice bear. That's pretty funny. my goodness, it's 1 a.m. in the morning. Honey, go to bed. Go to bed, my darling. Flamingo bear. Medieval aeroplane complete with jet engine sounds. That's true, he would have no concept of what an aeroplane is. Oh, I did not think of that. I did not think of that, did I? I wonder if they did, would they have like known about origami, or would that have been only a Chinese thing? Back in the medieval era. We could just pretend he just did an origami. But then I don't know how likely that is either, so, you know. What do I know? Alright, but so we have now played through the first half of his round, which is great. Which means that now we are ready to move on to playing the first half of somebody else's round. But first, I'm going to take a tea break. I would really, really like a nice relaxing cup of tea right now. They had kites, that was close. True, yeah, I agree. But yeah, I'm going to take a quick tea break, guys. I'm going to go and grab a nice cup of probably vanilla chamomile tea. And I will be back in 5. I may also grab myself a sneaky piece of leftover wedding cake. My sons have become obsessed with Twinings vanilla chai during lockdown. That is such a good tea. Your sons have excellent taste, Jit said. That is amazing. I love Twinings vanilla chai tea. It is one of my absolute favorites. And you know what? It's just one of those teas that is just always nice. I haven't been drinking it as much lately because my current obsession is this tea that I've got right here, which is honey, chamomile, and vanilla. But yeah, no, your sons have good taste. 100%. That is amazing. Oh, whoops, I forgot to write a description for my video. Oh well, whatever, it's fine. Okay, so my VOD is now published. Excelente. You added the fixed ones to Discord? Oh, thank you, Joe. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I appreciate it, Joe. Thank you, Joe. I can't words. You guys can't type. I can't words. Yeah. Oh, well, it's fine. It's all good. It's fine. What am I even saying? Okay, so I feel like next up we should jump in and visit Miss Frenella Welsi. She is our Newtown butcher lady. She's a strong, independent woman. We have to sort of come up with a bit of a backstory for Frenella, I think. In my mind, I feel like she was the only daughter of a man who was a butcher. His wife died, and so he was left to raise Frenella by himself. And so he raised Frenella and taught her the craft of being a butcher, even though it isn't really a thing, like a very, you know, a ladylike thing. But he taught her regardless about the skills of butchering. And so she grew up, you know, determined to make a life for herself. And that is how she ended up moving here after her father passed away to be a butcher. And that's her backstory. And that's what I'm sticking with. There we go. But okay, so yes, here is Frenella Welsi. So let's go ahead and just refresh ourselves on this sim. Here is her beautiful face. I absolutely love her face. But, well, unless we go inside her head, that's a little bit creepy. She wants to be friends with all of the ladies in town and best friends with Landon. It does have a tea in and not just spices, so it has some caffeine. So I'm not sure if it's that. It's a lovely fragranced chai blend. They've gone from not having it to about 4 or more cups a day in just a week. How old are your sons? That's so funny, Jinset. I love that. But yeah, no, here she is. She's absolutely gorgeous. So far she's met Edouard and they are quite attracted to one another. I don't want them to get together. Because I don't want to merge the butcher family with the market owner family, because I mean, we could, I guess, but I'd rather her run her own little butcher shop and marry someone else. You like all the backstories and all the Sims in this hood? Thank you, I'm glad. Okay, we also know Truman. We know Ivar Bain. We think he's quite good looking. And that's about all. Skills. Let's give her some cooking skill. Quite high cooking skill, and quite high mechanical skill. We'll pretend that those are sort of her butcher crafts. She can have a bit of body skill. She's not super logical. We'll leave that empty. She might have 1 in creativity and maybe 3 in cleaning. 10 and 12. Years 4 and 6. That's really interesting because a lot of kids don't really like tea at that age. I think I started getting into tea when I was about 15, I think. Could she have 1 or 2 kids out of wedlock? Maybe. Maybe she's not after a marriage. She is a popularity sim primarily. We will work out her secondary aspiration shortly. So she is a Scorpio, so she's quite neat, fairly outgoing, very active, serious, and a bit grouchy. I think that suits her character. So yeah, let's take a look at her interest. She hates politics and animals. Oh, she can't like animals because she's constantly butchering them. She loves work. Yeah, so she wants to work. She wants to be a strong, independent woman. She could have 1 or 2 kids out of wedlock. She may also end up adopting some kids from the orphanage when we get that set up. I think that would be fun. I don't know what her hobby is. Chemistry, so she likes hard worker and athletic. Right. I can imagine her falling in love with a knight then, maybe, one day. Falling in love with a knight eventually, I think, would suit her. But not for a little while. I think she'll want to establish herself for a bit first. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and just calculate her secondary aspiration real fast. Let me reopen that spreadsheet because somebody closed it like a doofus. Okay, so we've got a 0, 7, 6, 2, 7, 4, 5, 2, 2, 7, 4, 4, 7, 3, 7, 6, 1, and 4. Okay, I will show you guys. Here we go. Here is her secondary aspiration calculated, and she has scored the highest in knowledge. Second was romance, and fortune not too far behind. She actually is very, very, very low for popularity as a secondary aspiration, which is quite interesting considering it is her primary aspiration. Whatever. But yeah, we'll give her knowledge as her secondary aspiration. And I will just do that right now. There we go. Okay. And then we will give her some traits. Oh, do you know what trait I did not give to Edward as well? Was the actual merchant trait that I have. I will remember to give that to her, and then I'll have to remember to go back and give Edward a merchant trait next time we check in with him. So you can see she does actually have 2 baskets of groceries in here. She's also got some hay and a little Highland cow heifer. Oh, a big cow actually. So she's already bought a cow. Excellent. So that'll get her started with her butchering, which is awesome. Okay. Let's say random trait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see what she gets. Okay. Absent-minded, daring, hard worker, a little neurotic, and a little bit of a thief. She is unlikely to roll marriage once. Yeah. As a knowledge popularity, I can't see. Yeah, she's a cow thief. She's gonna steal. She's gonna steal some of her animals to butcher. I like that she's a hard worker and a thief. Are those traits mutually exclusive? Do we need to, because I like the rest of these traits for her. I'm not sure I agree with thief. I guess she could be a hard-working thief. Oh, the cow might be pregnant. Yeah, you might be right about that. We'll have to set up a little pen in our backyard for this lovely little cow. So we can sort of put her out there. And then we do have a couple of bales of hay, which is great. That's going to help us out with taking care of the cow. Hard-working thief. I guess that means, you know, at her core she is hardworking, but she doesn't mind, you know, taking a little extra. She sees it presented. She's like, you know, hey, if no one's paying attention, I might just nick something a little extra for myself. And we can't hold that against her now, can we? Okay, so I'm just going to quickly lock allow me only for this gate. And then what we will do is we'll just do a little teeny bit of terrain painting in here, because this is where a cow lives, so it would be a little bit muddy. There we go. And then we will also need some food troughs, a food and water trough for the cow. I feel like really it should have a little lean-to, like a little shelter so it doesn't freeze in the winter. Maybe we'll build her a little lean-to. So yeah, pie wooden trough, 1 and 2. And then yeah, maybe let's just build her a tiny little lean-to kind kind of thing. So we'll get some logs. Whoops. In that Tales of Green Valley series that I watched that you guys recommended to me, I found it really cool how they built the cow shed in that series. It was like part of the thing they had to do so that the cows would have somewhere to be snug and warm in the winter. That was yeah, that was cool to watch. So we're just gonna build it out of logs, because why not? Oops. And then can I stick? Oh, I'm not going to be able to build an actual roof there, am I? So I'm going to have to do something that is a deco roof. Oh, I have got this little thing. That's kind of cute, isn't it? Maybe she steals cows. Yeah, nobody better steal hers, exactly. Sorry, I'm not so sure that she needs thief if she has a trade though. Maybe thief is a trait for the traveler's camp, but it's funny, so it's fine if you want to keep it. Maybe she had to turn to petty crime to get through her childhood, adolescence, maybe. Yeah, the roof thatching. Yeah. Yeah, they're so good, aren't they? I learned so much from them. I was just like, so fascinated by what I was seeing and learning. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible to watch. But yeah, we're gonna have to put together... Oh, there's some little deco hay bales. How cute. Let's add those. We're gonna have to just put together some type of a decorative roof here. So I have got... The only thing is I'd really like it to be thatched. And I don't think that has any recolors for thatch. No, it doesn't. Ooh! That's probably just a bit big, unfortunately. It's very nice though. So yeah, like I've got these like massive thatched roofs, but that's probably a bit big. Surely there is something in here that I could use. Something in the depths of all of these downloads that would be okay. Those are just a bit too big. Oh, isn't this frustrating? I think I want to be Ruth Goodman when I grow up. She's amazing. She just has so much knowledge. Like I was watching all of her series and just going, you have much knowledge. She knows how to make cheese. Like what else do you need in life but to know how to make good cheese? Because yeah, the problem is, what I'd really like to do is chuck a Maxis roof up here, but I can't build it that close to the edge of the lot. So I'm gonna have to think of something else. Where was that other little... No, that's the really big one. I might be able to do something with nooks and niches. Potentially, to make this look a little more cozy. That is... There's potential there. I could put up castle roofing. Not super handy. Do you have the hog lean-to? I might. Would that be in the Sun and Moon collection set? For animals? Oop, livestock and poultry. Oh, I do. Ah, good shout, Joe. Thank you, Joe. All hail Joe, the wise lady. Here we go. Look at that. Now she's got a nice little shed. Yay. Now the cow isn't gonna freeze. I do feel like the pen is a little small though. Maybe let's just think about rearranging this slightly. Maybe let's put the lean-to kind of on that edge. And then our hay bales can go out here. That's fine. And then we can put a trough there. And put that gate there. Can I have those troughs be overlapping slightly like that? That's okay. We'll put this trough in there. Yay! Thank you. If an apocalypse comes in my lifetime, my only special skill is knitting socks. Wish I could make cheese, so that's so much cooler, right? Yeah, I'd be toast. I would be absolutely terrible. Okay, so first of all, let's come out here. I'm pretty sure I would have... Oh, did I not put down a water collector? Yes, I did. Let's grab a bucket of water straight away, and we'll go ahead and fill up the water trough. We can also grab this hay bale, so we can fill this this trough with food and this trough with water. And then our little cow will be all snug as a bug in a rug. Oh, we can't get to the trough because the cow's in the way. Well, that is definitely a little bit of an issue. Let's just move that maybe then. Oh dear. Fill food trough. There we go. Okay, now, can we inspect this cow? Let's just see if this cow is in fact pregnant. Hello, greetings. Yes, this cow is currently pregnant. Awesome. All right, well, let's think about when it would have gotten pregnant. I have no idea. We'll have it have its baby tomorrow. We'll have it have its baby tomorrow. And then we won't butcher it until tomorrow. But the making of traditional milk paint was interesting. You would think it would smell, but no. Really? Oh, that is interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and use this. Let's also grab this firewood over here just so we have a little bit in our inventory so we can light some fires. So Frenella's house, by the way, it is right next to Edward's. And it's a similar design, but the layout is a little different. And we went with dark wood paneling in this house instead of the sort of light washed walls in Edward's house. She is a faithful sim. She has the symbol of the Watcher here. So yeah, she has this nice little sort of upstairs bedroom, nursery, and this study. Speaking of study, we have to go ahead and give her a awesome medieval computer, so we can also have her purchase a community lot. So she is going to purchase one of my like row businesses, which I'll show you guys in a minute, and she's going to open up a little butcher shop there, which is going to be very fun. I knitted a beanie once. It was one of the proudest moments of my life, and I still wear that beanie quite frequently. Because it's so warm and comfy. But yeah, so we're gonna get maybe number 3 merchant row. That's gonna be our little business. Oh, that tea is so good, holy moly. But today I am not gonna make the same mistake as I did with Edward. We are going to wait. We're going to wait for potentially the welcome wagon to come over. And we're gonna have some porridge. I can make a cottage cheese / paneer type, but I've never made any cheese that has to age. It looks fascinating. Yeah. There is something so satisfying about making something from scratch. I mean, I've knitted scarves. Obviously, I started with scarves. Where I went to high school was really cold, And so I would knit myself scarves to wear to school. And then my friends would be like, oh my God, can you make me a scarf? And I'd be like, all right. So then I made them scarves. But yeah, the beanie was like the most complicated thing, I guess, that I ever had to make. And I was really proud of it. I was really proud of it. I was like, this is so cool. Like, look at me go. Okay. Scarf business. I didn't charge him any money. It had this little, like my beanie, it had these little like sort of twisted bits, like little cables all around the rim. So cute. I'll have to wear it on stream one time. You spin wool and have looms too for weaving. Dyeing yarn and fabric is fun. Yeah. My old mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law, she had a full loom. She was really into all that kind of thing. It's fascinating to watch. Boy, they're big. Really, really big. But yeah, she would occasionally actually get like an animal pelt, like or sheep's wool, and literally like spin it into wool. It was pretty cool. I was like, dude, that's amazing. All right, let's go ahead and light a nice fire because we're expecting company. So I think the welcome wagon turned up to Edward's lot around midday. I think. I would really like some neighbors to come over and greet me. I'm ready to receive guests, everybody. I got a fire going. We could even serve up some lunch. Hello. Hey, here's my neighbors. Oh, fantastic. Oh, this is so handy. Okay, so one of the people who has come to meet us is Julia Beak. We really, really, really want to get in with Julia because she raises the chickens and we would like to definitely buy her chickens. Oh, I also forgot to take her money down. I'm gonna probably minus off maybe 30,000 from her. Start her out with about 10 grand. She's got a little bit of a nest egg. Let's also say hi to Stanley because why not? Usually midday. We are so spoiled. Yeah, just buy any. And how many balls of wool are there as well? Like last time I was in Spotlight, there was definitely quite a few to choose from. Let's join Julia. We can sit down and have a nice chat, see if we can become friends. I'm seeing popcorn ceiling. Oh my goodness. There we go. Julia is immediately like, nope. Julia, how rude. I want to talk to you. She's just saying how incredibly wonderful it is to see Stanley Owen here. Rudeness, I know. I wonder if she's got any chickens in her inventory right now. Let's have a little sneaky peek. Or did I set them all out on her lot? No, look at all of her chickens! Guys, we can buy all of the chickens. This is so good. How many chickens should we buy? She's got literally like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chickens in her inventory right now. I think we said we were trying to sell the chickens for about like 200 simoleons, but then you guys were saying that that's actually really expensive and that chickens aren't actually that expensive. Buy 8, still 1. So how much should we pay per chicken, guys? Yes. No, she's just got them on like a lead. She's just leading a little row of chickens along behind her. Like, does anyone want to buy my chickens? Fresh chicken for sale. No, leave me a comment. How much should we buy the chickens for? Should we say 50 simoleons each? Should we say 20 or 30 simoleons each? Let me know what you think, because we can be a little bit flexible here. Let's tell her a joke. Let's tell her a joke that's like, why did the chicken cross the road? The thing is, we're gonna make a ton of money off of these chickens. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, just out of curiosity, if I put this hen down, hello little chicken, and I pick it up, so to the catalog, we sell it for 50 simoleons. Yeah, kind of shady, but we didn't really like lock it down. So the cows, I think we were selling for, because it's sales from inventory, so it goes in the 64 simoleon clicks. And I think the cows we sold for like 4 clicks, whatever that would be. So that would be, hang on, 64 times 4. So 256 simoleons for a cow. It is pretty easy to get chickens. Like, you get 6 per pop when you set the eggs aside to become chickens. I think 25 simoleons per chicken. And we'll say about 250 simoleons for a cow. I think that's fair. What do you think is a bit inflated? The cow price? You paid $7 each. Hey guys, let's Google this. I'll do it live. Hang on. How much? So hang on. Price per head, Highland cattle. Oh my gosh. How much are Highland calves? Can you guys see this? We currently have some crossbred Highland calves for sale, $3,000 to $5,000. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. So does that mean our cow herders should actually be like charging like 1,000 simoleons per cow? That's for a calf. That's for a calf. What about not Highland? What about like cattle Australia? Just like generic, like. Isn't this fascinating? Medium cow. You pay per kilo. Oh, I see. I see. Wow. Cows are expensive. Have we been underselling our cows this whole time? Like majorly? Well, guess what? Inflation is coming to Middyville. Inflation is coming to Middyville. Everybody's like, yo, we've been underselling our cows, our grass-fed beef. Prices are going up, everybody. Prices are going up for cows from here on out. Maybe we should actually make them worth like 2,500 simoleons instead of 250. Oh my gosh, that's insane. That's so much money. But anyway, Highland cows are cheaper here, but of course it is the Highlands, yeah. That doesn't make sense. Oh, the catalogue price for the chicken at 50 you thought was inflated. Yeah, okay. So, Joe, are you saying 10 simoleons per chicken? We're going to make a lot of money off these chickens. But I'm happy to go with that if you're happy to go with that. 10 simoleons per chicken. 15. I'm going to say 15. The reason I'm going to say 15 is that we can easily send 15 simoleons with the wallet token controller. Like if I boot this bad boy right here, we can send 15. So 15 per chicken. That's what we're going with. All right, so we're going to buy a lot of your chickens here, Julia Hero. Get keen. We're going to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna buy 8 chickens. No, I don't think we are gonna stay with 250 simoleons per cow. I think that's gonna go up, up, up. But see, the other thing is, we were just Googling like modern day prices. So hang on, how much would a cow have cost in the medieval ages? 10 shillings. So that's like, that's a bit different. But we are also going with modern prices for, chickens, I guess. Like, we've got to kind of convert, I guess. How much is a shilling over a simoleon? Yeah, let's not worry about medieval prices. Good shout. Alright, so 8 chickens at 15 simoleons a pop. Let's do 8 times 15. That is 120 simoleons. Sweet. Okay. Sorry about, like, buying all your chickens, Julia, but I think this is going to be good for you. So let's go ahead and say send... Oh, isn't that going to be annoying? 50. Send... Oh, well, we'll do 115. Whatever. It's fine. Close enough. Because we're a thief. We'll swindle her out of 5 simoleons without her noticing. There we go. Thank you so much for the chickens. We will take excellent care of them in our inventory. They will be our chickens and we will love them. Now let's tell her another joke about the chicken crossing the road. 2,000 to 3,000. Oh my god. I'd love to visit the Highlands. Oh my goodness. Oh, did you just tell a bad joke, Frenella? Do you have no sense of humor or what? Like, okay, let's just chat then. Oh, and you know what else we have to do? We have to send Edward a special 100 simoleon gift. 2 beef calves for 700 is the cheapest. Wow. Then COVID. Alright, well, what do you guys think we should be selling cows for here in Middyville? Should we up it to like 1,000 simoleons? 1,500 simoleons? For a fatted cow, I think would be 500 for calves. Okay. Calves. 1K grown cow. And then I guess 1,500 for a fatted. There we go. Sweet. Alright, Dunstan, nope. This is why I use the list, seriously. 100 simoleons to Edward. There we go, our debt to Edward has been paid. Let's chat some more with Julia. We want to be friends. Since we don't want them to get ridiculously rich. I think it should be relative to the money she'll make out of them. She'll make heaps. I'll show you guys, I will show you guys in a minute, but you get a lot when you butcher the animals. Like, you get lots and lots of different pieces. Like, you get the cow pelt, you get the meat, you get like bones, you get like resin, you get all of this stuff from butchering an animal. So she'll make heaps. I am gonna have to go through and edit down the prices for everything, because knowing Sun and Moon, they're gonna sell for way too much. But yeah. Okay, so we've had a lovely chat with our friend Julia. I'm just gonna make sure no one's out here stealing my cow. Nope, that's good. 60 to 70% of what she will make. That would make a lot of sense. Let's go ahead and serve up a lovely dandelion salad for everybody in case they're hungry. And then we also have to think about what we'll sell pigs sheep, like rabbits, all sorts of other bits and pieces for as well. I'll take a dandelion salad too, please. Look, a dandelion. Hey everybody, I made some food. Everybody come over and eat. I also really love this piece of custom content here, this little like tea set. It's a bit more Victorian than medieval, but I thought it was really cute, so I just put it down. Trying to make the house look a bit more decorated. I can't say I've ever eaten a dandelion, or a dandelion salad for that matter. Yes, me, Brendan, me. I'm excited. I can't wait. When is it coming out? Is it like December? Did I see that right? They're really making us wait. Like, come on, guys. 16th of December, yeah, like Christmas time. Like, guys, come on. Although Christmas is coming up, which is very exciting because I love Christmas. You have it on your calendar? Nice. You know, I can't wait. I loved that show. It was so good. I mean, I've always loved Henry Cavill as an actor. And then, like, in The Witcher, just, oh, so good. So good. If you guys have never seen it, there's this really, really funny movie that Henry Cavill did. It is called The Man from U.N.C.L.E. And he plays like a James Bond style character, but it's like a really silly movie. It's like a comedy. There's a cute labradoodle for 5,000. Oh my gosh, Joe, buy it. No, don't buy it. But yeah, Man from U.N.C.L.E., great film. It's like, so yeah, it's like a spy action film. And yeah, it's hilarious. It is so funny. That is the reason why I was like, yes, I like Henry Cavill. He is a great actor. Was that movie? Once I finish the Fellowship of the Ring, I'm going to read the Sword of Destiny. Nice. I assume that's a book in the Witcher series. I assume. Alright, let's go ahead and clean up. And then what we might do is go ahead and say goodbye to our guests. Let's also collect some water. I'm really hating the rotation lag I'm getting also, so I'm sorry about that, guys. At least we haven't had any purple flashing. So that's been good. Looks like everybody's just upstairs reading. But yeah, let's go ahead and say goodbye to everyone here in a minute. And then I want to start on some butchering. So that we can start preparing to open our business tomorrow. Which is going to be exciting. Actually, let's just say goodbye to this guy. Everyone. Yeah, the second collection of short stories. Then you have the beginning of the series stories. Oh, labradoodle, labradoodle, hello. Oh, he's so cute. Also, Jet said, I just saw that thing you posted on Discord. That's really funny. The couch exploded. It was crazy. I don't know what happened. Okay, come here. Come here. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Where are you going? Oh my gosh, this is infuriating. Say goodbye. Please leave my house, guests. Please leave my house, guests. Oh, is that right? Man from U.N.C.L.E. Okay. Sweet. Alright, everybody out. We gotta get to some butchering. Let's butcher a chicken. Also, we need an extra light in here. It's a bit dim. If we're gonna be butchering, we should have good light. You know? Let's drop that down, maybe? There we go. How many times have your dogs done that sort of thing though, am I right? Thankfully for me, never with a piece of furniture. What? You do not have a chicken carcass in your inventory to make this item. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, I probably have to slaughter all of the chickens. Oh, right. Oh, well, this is going to be a bit sad. We're going to have to... We're going to have to slaughter all of the chickens. Right, that would make sense. Slaughter chicken. Righto, here we go. No, I don't. Please don't make a sound. Please don't make a like noise because I would be sad. Also, oh no, it's alright. She just like picks up the chicken as though she's picking a piece of the garden. Slaughter all. Yes, that would be nice. Slaughtering kinds of goes along with the job. So true, it does. I do apologize if there are any vegetarians or vegans currently watching this stream or this Twitch VOD much later on YouTube. I do apologize if this offends your sensitivities. To butcher an animal, it does have to be dead. True dat. Okay, and then we can butcher a chicken. Here we go. Okay, so I'll show you guys what we get out of one chicken. I love this, like, butcher's knife that she's using right here, like... Okay, this is a screenshot. This is a screenshot right here. Hello, let's take it. Frenella Welcy in her element, just like, yes, let me get the best... Whoops, sorry, camera's gone crazy. Let me get this, lovely chicken. Whew, hard work. The clever murderer. Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Yeah, that's always been my mum's stream dog as well. So yeah. Okay, so we got a chicken parcel placed in our inventory, right? So now if we grab this chicken parcel, we can sell it as a parcel. But I'm just gonna open this to show you guys what we get out of a parcel from a chicken. And it's like more from a cow. So we got animal organs, jar of animal blood, bag of feathers, small pile of bones, chicken feet, and then the actual chicken as well. Now each of these items, I'm guessing, is going to sell for a fair bit. Like the chicken, raw whole chicken alone sells for 10 simoleons. So we're not going to struggle to like make back the money of buying a chicken for 15 simoleons. Large-scale farming for fast food offends me. Yeah, same. Cleaver. These will be used in some future set. Yeah. Yeah, so we do get a lot. We do get a lot from each chicken that we butcher. Let's just do another one tonight before we go to bed. Maybe another 2. Go. Let's do another one. $2 to $3K for a puppy isn't what I want. I don't want to show them. I just want a pet. Yeah. Unfortunately, now it's so hard to get a puppy that is under a couple of $1,000 because there's a lot of new sort of rules about sleep with the chicken parts in your nightie, as you do. Yeah, there's a lot of new rules about being an animal breeder. So, it's really hard to get something that's reasonably priced. Oh, that's good, Rachel. I'm glad you're not offended by the medieval butchering. It was a very important part of their livelihood. Like, this is going to go very far to feed the town. For sure. Hello. Charlie, are you trying to get into my cow? Or can you smell the chicken blood? My Victorian Sims do a little butchering, or they would if their flipping pigs would mature. Yeah, so the sun and moon animals, like gestation, like pregnancy time, and also their growing up time, way too long. Way too long. Considering how quickly Sims grow up, Yeah, I really want to see if I can edit that in SimPE. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, but you'll most likely just end up with something from the RSPCA. Yeah. Okay, how would we go? Did we butcher all of the chickens? Got one more. But yeah, I'm not sure what you can do with stuff like the bag of feathers or the jar of animal blood or the organs or the bones or the chicken feet. I'm not sure what purpose those serve, but we do have them. So there you go. Alright, so we've done our butchering for the night. Let's go ahead and wash up and then we will head to bed. Most of them you can't do anything with yet, but sets are planned. Okay, cool. Well, we'll just have her hold on to most of them at this point then. Until another sim can make proper use of them. The fat can make candles. Yes. Soup and black pudding and a feather duster. Well, true. I mean, in the medieval era, they did use, like, most parts of the animal for cooking. Like, most parts of the animal had some use or another. Hey, we want to be friends with Julia. Sweet. We can do that. Alright, let's have a little morning wash. Let's also collect these ashes and, today what we're going to do is we're going to head down to our new community lot and we're going to set it up and start getting it together to be a workable butcher shop. We are also going to force the cow to have its calf today. It's probably already been pregnant for long enough. So, yeah, this is what you can do to make the animals just progress at a more reasonable rate. Which I think is very nice and very necessary with these guys. Let's just have a little bit of a look-see at our animals here. The cow is in excellent condition. Well. How do we mercifully put down a cow so we can butcher it? I just wish I didn't have to force anything. Yeah, true. Oh, and we can also collect the cow dung. Yeah, so how do we no, she's not pregnant anymore. She just had her calf. So she's not gonna be pregnant now. I mean, I can force kill cow random. But I would like to have this to butcher for today as well. Also, that should be, shut, please. Oh, she's needed for milk. Oh, true that. True. Okay, well, I guess the cow can live for a bit longer then. That's fine. No worries. Alright, well then let's just come in and have a little bit of breakfast. So we will let the calf remain as a calf for the next couple of sim days. Maybe like the next 2. Maybe like the next 3 sim days. And then we'll probably grow up the calf into a full-blown cow. She could take a little milk for her own fridge. True. Not a bad idea. We might, force milk cow. She could definitely also resell Julia's, eggs too. She wants to get a bronze restocking talent badge. Sure thing, babe. We will definitely work on that. My camera having fun. What, the in-game camera or my camera? Is everything fine? Okay, let's go ahead and walk to 3 Merchant Row, which is our brand new... Oh, did it? Oh, probably. Our brand new butcher shop. And what we're going to do, we're going to get this set up and decorated. I think we're only going to have her open her butcher shop a couple of times a week because she's not going to have that much to sell. And she's going to be completely dependent on, yeah, like when she can get stuff from the animal growers in the neighborhood. And at the moment, there's not that many animal growers in the neighborhood. Oh. Gross. Let's fix that immediately. That's the wrong side. Oops. Much better. So this is her lovely little community lot. For some reason there's a hole in the floor. Let's just fix that. This is going to be where she does all of her work. So yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and get this set up. And then I am gonna have to end stream soon, you guys. I do have to get to bed soon, unfortunately. Due to the fact that I have work in the morning. Rudeness Road. Definitely. So we could put in a winery shelf. I just really like the texture of this shelf. I think it's really nice. But I mean, there would not have been any sort of like refrigerating the animal carcasses, would there? Let's just see what else we've got. Like, I could put in one of these, except that it just wouldn't have been a thing. Oh, these are nice shelves. Upper class shelf. Oh, they're a bit expensive for us, though. We don't need to be spending that much money on shelving. Plain Jane open shelf. Wow, that's really pretty. Let's maybe put that against this, like, side wall. Oh, no! It doesn't fit evenly? Oh, rubbish. Oh, that's quite upsetting, isn't it? Do I have a single version of the plain Jane shelving? No, I don't. Poop. Poop. That drives me nuts. That's so upsetting. You're fading. Oh, no worries, Jitset. Yeah. Sounds like you had a really rough night, love. But yeah, no, I am gonna have to end stream soon because I've got an early start at work tomorrow, sadly. As I tend to do these days. Tend to have. Okay, let's think about where we want to have our counter. Probably want to go like Oh, the texture doesn't match up, seriously? That's gonna drive me nuts. Gap in the middle so the shoppers aren't all trying to stand in the same spot. That is smart. You've tried 2 naps today? Oh. I'm sorry you guys are so sleepy. I'm just mostly upset I have to go back to work tomorrow. I really enjoyed not working for a few days. It was, yeah, it was really nice. Really, really nice to not work. Does that not have a corner texture? That drives me nuts as well. Then how's Frenella gonna get back there? And then what we could do is put in a little fence. or half wall. Pippi says meow to all. Hi Pippi, meow, meow darling. But yeah, no, I am definitely the type of person who I would be more than happy to not have a job. More than happy. I would love to not have to have a job. That would make me one very happy camper. And that's kind of our eventual goal. One day, if we have kids, then I won't want to work. I want to have it only be, I want to have it be that I only do YouTube as my job in that case. But for now, it's better that I stay working. Business sign chicken. I mean, I think yes. She saw her first Rosella today. It was an exciting day. Yeah, you mentioned you had a Rosella outside, which was cool. Okay, what we might do is I might just spread these shelves out. Oh, it's not quarter tile placeable. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Okay, I need to fix that. Plain Jane shelving needs to be fixed. I'm gonna write that down as a note for myself. Fix plain Jane furniture quarter tile sheet. Yes. Oh, that's so rough, Jitset. I don't know how you guys function, honestly. I couldn't function on that amount of sleep at all. Like, I would just be a mess. We can have a little pot plant. How nice. Okay, so then we're gonna set out... I mean, should we sell the package or should we open the package and sell it? Sell just the bits and pieces. You sleep worse than me? Yeah, that's not a good thing. I tend to get to sleep by 2 to 3 and then sleep until 7 or 8. Oy. I tend to be asleep by 10 and sleep until 6. That's my usual. Yeah, like, should we just sell the chicken on its own? And then, like, the blood on its own, and the organs on its own, and whatever else on its own? Or should we sell just the package to our customers? This is my question. Our cat brought us a rat the other morning. Delicious. Ew, gross. That's nasty. That's so nasty. A bit of everything, including a few packets? Yeah, okay. Good plan. Just to have more things to, like, fill our shelves with, hey? It just seems weird having, like, a raw chicken just sitting on the... sitting on the shelf like that. It's just, it's a bit odd, isn't it? It's a bit weird. Hey, chicken, what's up, man? Okay, well, we're here. We are open. Let's see if we can go ahead and sell off our stock for today. Hello, Wilton Arkwright. May I help you, sir? Welcome to my humble establishment. It is our first day of business and we are thrilled to have you. Salmonella recipe? I know. Like, I feel like it needs to sit on a board of some kind. Oh, the town reviewer is here as well. Oh. Oh my gosh, everybody needs help. Are you serious? Like, the reviewer's here needing help. Richard's like, I can't find anything. Iva's like, I don't know where anything is. Come on, guys. Seriously. Maybe they would have hung them up. True. Yes. No, you're absolutely right. That would have been what they did. Hey, the town reviewer thinks we're really hot. We could be into that. What are her turn-ons, actually? Oh yeah, hard worker and athletic. Okay. Okay, Richard, we're coming, mate. We are coming. Oh my gosh, and just like that, we're rank 1. Because we, like, customers gain their loyalty stars. Yeah, I marked stuff for sale. Customers gain their loyalty stars really quickly if you say, may I help you, and you show them stuff. So that really helped us out. Okay, and then we need to go and ring up this customer right here. Hopefully he doesn't get mad. Sorry, sir. Sorry to keep you waiting there. It's just that all of you were hopeless at finding stuff. Alright, done. Ivar bought the jar of animal blood. How lovely. Yes, they are just special Sims. Yay! We earned some money. Okay, so out of curiosity, so these chicken packets are selling for 94 simoleons. See, that seems ridiculous. If we're paying 15 simoleons to buy the chicken, and then we, you know, we put the chicken down, we butcher it, and then we sell it for 94 simoleons, that is crazy. No, let's not go and play catch. Okay. Secret vampire? Who's the secret vampire? Ivar Bane? Oh, buying the jar of blood. Right, I get you. I follow, I follow. Let's not go and toss a football. Let's stay in our lovely little business here and just let the customers buy up all of our product. Either she should pay more or sell for less, I think. Yeah. Definitely. Like, if she was paying 50 simoleons per chicken, maybe. But the other thing is, like, this is set on cheap. Like, what happens if we increase the markup to ridiculously expensive? 100% above wholesale cost. Like, dude. Dude. We're gonna get a lot of cash. Yeah, Shady. So apparently that's how these, like, custom medieval cash registers work. Oh, he didn't like me. Oh, no. Is that they do the same animation as the customer waiting for kind of, like, processing in the till. Yeah. It tripped me up, too. I was like, what the heck? This is really weird. Okay, let's go over and sell to this guy. So hopefully he likes us. Oh, he just gained a gold star. Nice. Would you like to be sold to some more? We're literally about to run out of stock for the day. Oh my gosh, Wilton Arkwright just came in and flirted with us, just right off the bat. Casual as you like, just hey. Wilton, Constantina Mercer wants to marry you. You shouldn't be flirting with me. What the heck? Oh no, it's a disaster. There's gonna be some serious drama between friend. Oh my god! Now he's slow dancing with her? I've also just seen I've got to fix the ceiling. Sorry, I got distracted. But, like, this is some serious Sims tea right here. Is this a dance kiss? No. Okay, let's just calm down a little bit here, Sims. They only have one bolt. Thank you for that, Joe. That is craziness. Like, that is actually craziness. Jeez. Wilton, you can't be doing that to, like, willy-nilly to the ladies of the town. That's not acceptable. Oh, man, there's more popcorn sealing out here. That is not acceptable behavior. Alright? You got to cut that out. Hey, okay, we sold our last thing. Let's go ahead and close our business. Hopefully he'll give us our good review, even though I'm about to close up. I know, I'm sorry. We're sold out for today. Sorry, guys. Okay. Sure. Be cashier. Oh. I've been investigating your business. I think it's top notch. I'm writing a good review to tell others about your fantastic establishment. Yay, we won the Best of the Best award. Oh, that's pretty cool. What are you doing? Can you ring up these customers, please? Super Nanny, yeah. Drama for the end of the stream, for sure. Like, if Wilton is super into Frenella, then, yeah, this could be an issue for the future. Alright, yes, no, we are going to have to end stream here, guys. I'm going to just get her to walk back home. I think it has been quite a successful first day of business. Quite happy with how that went. I forgot to write down how much money we made. Whoops. But, yeah, I hope that you guys have enjoyed our stream here tonight. I need to get to bed so I can get some sleep before work tomorrow. Oh, God. And I will be back next weekend for more Sims 2 Medieval action. So get excited for that. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you enjoyed the stream. I really appreciate you all being here. Good night, dear Australians. Good night, dear Germany. No worries, Rachel. Thanks so much, everyone. Yeah, I really appreciate everybody coming to hang out with me. It makes it more fun than trying to stream to nobody. Which would be very, very unfortunate. So yeah, thank you all so much. And much love. I hope you have a great week in the week ahead. And yeah, I will catch you all next weekend.